lie. First, put your head right next to it. That's why it's so low.
What? What's so low? What? What?
It's supposed to be in front of you. Why the hell are you talking and it's behind you? Damn. There.
Hey, I'm really cold. Can you give me a blanket?
No, just close the door. It's not even cold outside.
That's bullshit. Morning, everyone. This is Nurse Honeywave and Golden, and we're playing a late disco Elysium stream. Hey, I don't like hearing my voice. I know it sounds shitty. This is stream 31. It's taken us that many streams to probably not even get halfway through this game. So, yeah.
I think last time I know what the issue is. Didn't we have it hanging off this?
No, we actually had it hanging there.
I feel like some of the noise is being dampened.
Dampened by what? You're making noises.
Okay, there. Now try it, because it has the thing on it. Okay, now try talking.
I'm still feeling cold. Can you give me a blanket?
Okay, that's better.
Excuse me.
That's how you sound.
That was a yawn. Can you?
So you go.
Can you give me a blanket?
No, give me that ugly purple one.
No.
Oh, now you see it's in front of you, so you need to talk
It's
into this.
not an ugly purple one. It's your part of your heritage.
What? No, so when you talk to me, you look at me and you talk into that. That's the ugly purple one. That's your heritage.
This evening. Oh, I guess last night. Oh, bye. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're already sleepy. We haven't started.
I know. Gogan and I made chicken galdo last night. And it actually turned out good. I'm pretty proud of myself.
Okay, so now we're going to see how I sound. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you and say, okay, look at this. And now you talk to me. Let's see. Talk to me. Let's see how it sounds. Let's see how it sounds. We're going to test the sound out.
Yes? What do you want to know?
Oh, this blanket's so heavy. What are you doing, Zoe, too?
Wait, we gotta test them. We gotta talk to them.
Talk to who?
To him.
Who? Kitsuragi?
Yes? What do you want to know?
What do you want to know?
You mean like a brief? Do you want me? There's no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay. I did. 3 days ago, during that time, the victim had been stripped of his... Okay then, was that good?
Ouch! You're being annoying. Stop it.
I heard an echo. Wait, what the hell happened? I fixed it? Okay, hello. Okay, hello. Now say hello. Now say hello. Now say hello.
Hello.
Say hello.
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 Hello. No, you gotta put your face over this.
What? Why?
Because look, this is near my head. Look. Where's your head?
My head's right here.
Well, you're talking away from it.
It's not my fault the the chairs higher.
So you gotta get behind me one. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we're in it. Look at the time. It's 23:41, and look who I found.
I don't know who that is.
Well, look at him. Remember the whole quest line, what we've been working towards? This entire time? And the whole point of the adventure? Did you forget him? Look.
Who is that guy?
Well, what's he look like?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Look. I found him when I was looking everywhere.
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water.
Ooh.
What is this about?
Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there, by the old boy bobbing in the water. Time to go.
Huh? The number on it says 11. People are starting to think. Waking up. Wake up. Okay, here we go. Wait, how's my thought looking? Look, did you forget what we're trying to do?
Yes, I did actually.
Remember, we're trying to get information to get everything we can to face the Hardy Boys?
Okay.
Let's see the thought. Cop of the Apocalypse. Studying this one. Wait, is this gonna give me shivers? What I need? Cop of the Apocalypse? I need more shivers so I could find out all the cool stuff. Cop of the Apocalypse. Yes. Learning cap for Inland Empire, and the other one, -1 to rhetoric. Yep, that's the one I need my shivers up, okay? Make sense? Okay, it's almost done. We're gonna learn it. Here we go, ready? Jen, you ready?
Yes.
Give me your phone.
No.
You're not focused. Look.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Gary.
Yeah, it's Gary.
He's a crypto-fascist.
Mm.
What's a crypto... What's a crypto-fascist?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it. To what do I owe the pleasure? Gary, I'll handle it. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Remember, you gotta talk into this when you talk to me, because look,
What?
it's here. So when I talk like this. When you talk, you can't talk out there, you gotta talk into this.
I'm talking right here.
Okay, I'm gonna take that phone. Look, Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Yeah, and then she's totally gonna deny
Hey,
it.
of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
The 881 is a raised motorway that separates Martinez from Jamrock. The labyrinth of streets underneath it makes it difficult to pass, not like walking over a nice water lock.
The water lock's been fixed. Wait. Yeah, that was me. I broke the water lock with my motor carriage, but it's fixed now. You can go back.
You broke the water lock with a motor carriage? There was a billboard in the canal. Not a vehicle. It said Samaran Butter.
I guess you're right. It was really the science fault anyway. You can go back now. You see? And I'm sorry. You know what happens by saying I'm sorry?
You turn to be the sorry
You turn
cop.
into the sorry cop. And you don't want to be the sorry cop, do you?
Did he say we can go back now?
Look, you see he's a crypto fascist? Crypto! What's the big thing right now? Crypto coins. And fascism. So what is he? A crypto fascist, and this game came out like 3 years ago. So how do you explain that?
I don't know, man.
How is this game so relevant all the time?
Fucking.
You see?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
You see? Tell me about the phasmid you're looking for.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
Did you hear what makes it so difficult to find?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there?
Oh my god. Do you know how stupid that sounds?
No.
And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists, in our present case.
What sort of specialized techniques?
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defences that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex.
You see? That's exactly how it works.
But I cannot describe how these defences work, much less how they evolve, without studying a live specimen.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this phasmid.
You see? I told you it's all...
It's
Hey.
all what?
You see, Inland Empire knows. Remember, you don't believe Inland Empire? Do you remember the Pale? And how they're just a random area that you can't go into in the world, and it's eating the world? And people are like, the things go in, and we don't know if they come out.
A ghost insect, he said? These people are looking for a ghost.
Ghost insects, so you're ghost hunters. Ghost hunters! I watched Ghost Hunters when I was a kid. You remember all those Ghost Hunter shows? And we go, come on, take a look at this. And I say, here, look at the EPT readings.
No, that is precisely what we're not. We are zoological specialists, looking for an extant species of phasmid.
You see? How big is this phasmid?
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
Why are you so interested in the stick bug? It doesn't seem to be as colorful as some of the other cryptids I've heard about.
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of my, of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
What have you discovered so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
So no one's ever found one?
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
You see? A cryptid?
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
You see? Science. This is science at work.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
You see, Lena says that there's been a sighting of it.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe the Elysium phasmid has died. Remember the Mamadakwa? The golden Mamadakwa? Remember that you couldn't see it and it was invisible? And it plays a sound that's impossible to hear?
Right.
But then they use that specific frequency and it killed them. And that's how they know they killed them out. And they were saying, how do you know where it is if you can't see and you can't hear? And they say, well, that's because they know.
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
Alexa, what is parthenogenesis?
From creationwiki.org. Parthenogenesis is the fertilization of eggs without sperm.
Oh.
It's asexual reproduction.
No, it's saying fertilization of eggs without it. So it just happens.
He means asexual reproduction. The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species with a small population to survive.
Okay, here we go. They're giving us 1, 2, 3. That's pretty clever. Females reproducing without males, a travesty, a crime against passion and common sense. This arouses no special feelings in me. Female reproduction without males. You want to select this?
No.
Nature does not concern herself with ethical propositions. As a scientist, my interest is strictly dispassionate.
Tell me more about these traps.
What are you doing
Well,
there?
they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
Lena designed the traps.
Yes.
How do they work?
Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
I'm using his bait.
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm.
What do you do if these traps don't work?
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
You see, that's why the other teams fail, because they use plants, but they're using locusts.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing.
Let me ask you something else.
Yes. What?
How did you become a cryptozoologist?
I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
So you're living your childhood dream
It's
out
not
here.
child's play. Just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often.
Why not just be a zoologist? Real animals are puzzling too.
Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Honestly, being a cryptozoologist trumps most of the garbage I've seen people do.
My methods do not differ from other scientists. I simply draw upon a wider variety of evidence. And I have more hope that something truly surprising might happen. No, as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid, although I have come close. Close enough to keep trying.
Oh god.
Interesting. Something for later, this close call.
What kind of evidence do you use?
Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the Phasmid. I keep a very open mind.
Oh, the text isn't showing. Just weird.
He's interested in things that people believe that scientists don't.
You think other scientists don't listen to ordinary people enough?
Most establishment scientists only care about reputation and remuneration, not real research, and certainly not the truth. They're a cowardly lot, and both the field and basement archives can be dangerous places.
Wait. So you have never discovered a cryptid?
No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even in the name, cryptid.
So how many cryptids have been found?
Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemnee, which is 4,082 items long, about 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes. 2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection.
Don't you remember people used to think horseshoe crabs were extinct?
Yeah.
Until they found them. It's like, oh, look how weird they look. Like, no, they're still there. You remember all those weird ancient things and all those ancient jellies and weird things are still in the deep ocean?
Yeah.
So those are your cryptids.
I guess.
Remember people thought that giant jellyfish and giant octopus and squids didn't exist?
Yeah.
But then they found them and they do exist, right? Only 2 are proven to be real?
Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Hugo Grad, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves, more so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching.
2 out of 4,000, not even 1%, not appropriate. Then the insulin I found out might be the 3rd. You see? I'm like,
Indeed. If our expedition is successful, every paper in the world will report on it. From Revachol to Dushantu. It will be a zoological miracle.
The hair on your arms stand up.
Look at it.
Electricity. Sounds like reeds hissing.
You see Shivers? Shivers has powers. You know what its power is? Have you heard of color commentary? Don't you remember when it went on to a huge thing and it kept zooming out and it kept talking about everything it sees? It knows about the environment and it sees things.
Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is
profession just like any
superstition.
other.
Indeed. My methods do not differ from other scientists. No, as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid, although I have come close. Close enough to keep trying.
Interesting. Something for later, this close call.
It's not child's play. Just because I have to trade through the real. My methods are the same, no, as I said.
Interesting. Something for later.
Yes?
Time to return to your woman. Let's talk about specific cryptids.
Woman.
Alright. What cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with specialists, so I don't know what.
We would have to discuss. He wants to say, but decides against it.
Which cryptid do you almost catch? I know about the most dangerous cryptids, the gnome of Jeroma. I know the biggest cryptid, the giant of Kokonokor. I know about Cryobacter kitlanesis. Just tell me about a cool cryptid, any cryptid. Enough tales and let's change the subject. What cryptid did you almost catch?
A willow person. It's a long story. One non-specialist would find rather dull.
Willow people?
Look.
Not at all.
What are will people? Look how I keep gaining power. Are you watching?
Yes.
Me gain power? Then what do you think about it? 1 hour, 8 minutes. I think I can make it. What are willow people?
They're not people, really. Some argue they aren't really animals, as they seem to have evolved directly from trees.
Oh, you know what that is, right? Tree people? You know what those are called?
What?
Ants?
Oh, yeah.
Dryads?
They're very, very thin, almost flat in fact, and can camouflage themselves easily, wrapping themselves around trees and blending in with the tree bark. In that way, they're not too dissimilar from the phasmid we're looking for here.
Now we're gonna need you to keep moving the thing, so now our recording keeps changing.
Well, I'm sorry. It fell on me.
Look. Now I can't even hear myself.
Okay, well then adjust it.
How am I gonna keep adjusting it if you keep knocking it down? Look,
I
you're
didn't
covering.
knock it down.
Then who did?
It fell.
Just randomly?
Yeah, shit does that.
Okay, here. Like this.
I need these the rest.
Okay, now let's see how it sounds. Okay, we're gonna test. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. It's the wrong one. Okay, now we're gonna test. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello? Say hello? Now we're gonna see. Wait, so I've seen these willow people without knowing it? No, it has to be in front of us. Like this. Okay, now we're gonna go. Okay, wait, so I've seen these willow people. So I've seen these willow people without knowing it. This here, now how's it gonna sound? Okay, now we're gonna see how it sounds like this. Okay, we're doing mic checks. Whew. That's why you got the blanket I gave you.
Yeah, and the blanket's not enough.
Then put it on.
I did put it on, man. You don't get it. I can't sit in this chair.
Why?
It'll be better if I'm behind you.
No.
Yes. It hurts to sit in this chair.
But you sit in it all the time.
No.
Yes, you do when you're in the office.
Yeah, and it hurts there too.
Yeah, but I got you this chair because this is the chair you wanted.
Yeah, but I didn't realize it would be this way.
What way is that? The way it was when you sat on it? Wait till I've seen these willow people without knowing it.
You probably have.
There. That might be better.
Yeah,
I lowered
it is. It should be lowered to the most. How do you...
Gary and I painted an entire grove's worth of trees in slow-drying paint. It was a bright lavender colour. I was hoping one of the willow people would get paint on it and not be able to camouflage itself.
Look, they painted an entire grove's worth of trees.
Where?
They were reading it. It says it. How they almost caught the willow person.
Can you give me the lotion?
Reading it says it. How they almost caught the willow person. See, why isn't your voice being heard?
I don't know, because maybe you're turning down the volume right when I'm talking.
Here.
Thank you.
So remember, when you talk, you gotta talk into this.
I told you it's better if I sit behind you.
And how are you gonna talk into this from behind?
Because it's right in front of me then, instead of off to the side.
This is gonna be right in front of you when it's literally behind you?
Yeah. No, it's not behind me, it's in front of me.
This is the only microphone.
Oh,
Look,
on this
hello. Why do you think I pointed it forward? Go talk into this.
Oh, my finger. It hurts.
You see, we don't hear your voice. So talk into this and say hello.
It's not my fault that they can't hear me. It's your fault for having a shitty microphone. It's on this side or this side? Which side is it on?
No, I'm talking into it so my voice goes and hits it. You're talking
yeah,
over
but you're
there.
going like this? How can you talk like this
Because
while watching the game?
I turn and I talk to you. Look, watch this, look. You hear it? Hold on.
Can't even hear your boobs.
There. Point proven. You got it now?
No. Okay, bye.
Wait, what? What do you mean, okay, bye? You've been streaming for 25 minutes.
Has it only been that
After
long?
waiting in hiding for hours, I saw a figure slip from one of the trees, a lavender shadow, dashing through the grove.
See, because they got painted, and then?
I chased it with a net. Not very elegant. You can't be elegant in the field. And, well, it was faster than me.
A lavender shadow.
I know you think we were snacking on funny mushrooms. It's easier to mock someone than to admit that the world might be more interesting than you've imagined.
Boom! That's a burn. On
Burn.
Kitsuragi.
It's what?
It's a burn on Kitsuragi. He said, a lavender shadow. Oh.
Furthermore, I'm not saying it was a confirmed sighting. I'm painfully aware of what goes into verifying such things. There is a serious possibility that I saw a squirrel or a trick of the light. I am my own harshest critic.
You see? I know about most dangerous cryptids, the Noma Jeroma. Remember it's as big as a mountain?
Formerly the most dangerous, yes. But do you know the most dangerous living cryptid?
He doesn't want to make it feel like you knowing it is some big deal.
Living? No. Then it must be the evil apes duking it out on the giant ball. Oh yeah, I was killed by giant apes or something.
The what?
The evil apes, I suspect. I may be one myself. We're descended from evil apes, and to apes we shall return.
Oh, you're just talking about humans. Well, yes. We are quite dangerous, but we're hardly cryptids. The most dangerous cryptid is a carnivorous ruminant, known colloquially as the Dread Moose.
The Dread Moose?
Yes. The Dread Moose subsists entirely on flesh. It has even been known to dig up fresh graves in search of sustenance.
Hold on, does it also attack people?
Human remains have been found deep in the forest, torn apart, then trampled into the mulch by large hooves. Infer from that what you will.
What does the Dread Moose look like?
Just like an ordinary ardent moose.
How can you tell if it's the ordinary or the dread kind?
You can't. That's what makes it so dreadful and hard to identify.
Oh my
I'm not completely sure about this Dread Moose. And why behind the Dread Moose, I utterly believe it exists.
Of course you do.
You see?
The bodies found in the forest are just one piece of physical evidence. There's more. Sightings in Vasa, reaching back 4 centuries. But, of course, nothing satiates the skepticism of.
A detective. Pardon me, I did not wish to seek conflict. It's simply my training to question things.
You see?
Understood, Lieutenant.
I know the biggest cryptid, the giant of Cococonur.
That's impressive, I guess. But have you seen it with your own eyes?
Have you seen it?
I haven't had a chance to travel to Coconur. No. And I likely never will. The Samaskill desert region has been embroiled in a small civil war for the last 8 years. I fear this mindless barbarism may have wiped out the elusive creature entirely. Sightings of towering luminosities have grown rare recently, while they once used to be constant.
It remains unclear what this has got to do with you seeing it, as he was inquiring before. He was just being defensive.
I know about the Cryobacter catlinus.
Oh, everyone knows about that one. Thanks to Professor Mijanu being the talk of the town for a time. Although, probably because her life ended as a result of her work in Gutler, no one remembers her contributions to the search for the Nong-Ok.
You better not go into the Nong-Ok.
A flightless cursor owl found in the Seminine Isles. Its long legs permit the Nong-Ok to run faster than any other avian. Perhaps any other animal. Who knows?
So
Bird
an
fast.
ostrich.
No, it's faster than... It's a cursor owl found in the Seminese Isles.
What's a cursor owl? Owl.
Alexa, what is a cursor owl?
From Wikipedia.org. It is a nocturnal owl which feeds on small mammals and birds.
There you go.
When it's not hunting its prey in this manner, the owl hangs from tree branches, like a bat, waiting to dive on hapless prey below on the jungle floor. Mijanu liked extreme animals, you see. One of the few figures of the academic establishment I respect. Really a shame she disappeared. Oh, decades ago. In the 30s. I didn't know her personally, of course. The chasm of academic pretension still stood before us, even though she had unusual courage for someone from the other side.
Tell me about cool cryptid.
No offense, officer, but I'm not much of a pedagogue. I don't know what I would have done if Lena hadn't persuaded me to go back to field research. You should ask her if you want interesting stories.
Alexa, what is a pedagogue?
The noun, pedagogue, can have a couple meanings. 1. A teacher, school teacher. 2. A person who is pedantic, dogmatic, and formal.
You see?
Me? I'm not a people person, unless you haven't noticed. And I don't make a good lecturer. My strength lies in field work and persistence.
You see? That's his strength. Enough tale, let's change the subject.
By all means.
Time to return to your woman, Morel.
By woman, you mean my wife, I assume? I will return to her. I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
I didn't know the Phasma was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
She didn't tell us. She didn't mention this, did she?
I don't remember.
Yes, that's how we first came to know one another, in fact.
What?
But that's her story to tell, not mine.
Is he okay? He keeps coughing like he has COVID.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious phasmid.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Maybe you should go back to the whirling worm up and come back.
Yeah. No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the
He's
hospital?
either gonna die if he doesn't feed them. Right?
He's dead set on this. I could go for some trap setting.
Yeah, what if we check the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Cryptozoology and detective work are very similar. I'm all in with this cryptid shit. I'm hooked. It's very similar.
Yes, indeed. Both require a great deal of research, attention to detail, and, above all, persistence.
Okay, let's see. Where are these traps? No, what? Yeah.
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them... You should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this extracurricular venture?
The pursuit of knowledge is its own justification.
Is it?
If you think it's important, you have been right before.
What do I do if there's a phasma in one of the traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
What if I encounter it?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Lay it on me thick.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
See, that's what Shiver says.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
You see?
Snippy.
Alright, let's get
Right,
to it.
which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
I guess that's it, right?
Well, first of all, very little. Not yet.
Just out of curiosity,
I know it's real, by which I mean, I've heard it. I have to
He means asexual reproduction. The females of the species
pretty
don't
clever.
need to...
Yes, Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch.
Oh. So what'd you think about him? You think he's a smart guy? Doing all this phasmid research?
No,
What do you think?
no, I think it's ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous? He's doing all this for science.
It doesn't sound
Hello,
science.
I'm Gary.
Pseudoscience.
Very generous of you to help us out, officer.
What is he?
I don't know, he's scary.
Yellow man. I mean, officer.
You thought it was Asian?
He's a crypto fascist.
Oh, fascist.
What did he call him?
Yellow man?
And what's that?
Like Asian?
Yeah, that's a slur.
Yeah,
You can't say a slur on camera.
right.
But he can. Because he's a crypto fascist.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook. Yellow man. That sounds awfully familiar. Something to keep in mind for later.
You're gonna remember that?
Maybe.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Now, lover of the great outdoors.
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
That's my crew.
Dark times will do that to good men.
Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one is.
Oh shit, he knows. We got him. Read it. Is this your mug? Hold up the yellow man mug. Remember the racist mug and how it was gonna be important? Remember what he said, like, why are we keeping it? Are you crypto? Are you surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi? Let's start with here.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you believe him? You better get here, give me your
remember
hand.
how when we met Measurehead and I said the next races will be the really good one?
Yeah, do you remember that? The Lex Races? Yes, I think so. Sorry, as you know, I've been having more pauses on yes.
Well, this is that racist.
Yes, our lucky racist. Look what he's saying. Yes, so we met the first racist, which was a lorry driver. Then we met Measurehead, where I said...
We met Measurehead before.
No, because he was up on top. We met the lorry guy first. because we walked and he started talking to Kim.
Mm-hmm.
And then we met Measurehead, and I said, I think this is my favorite racist. And then after we said that, Kim said, what? You remember?
Mm-hmm.
You see, do you remember how when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist would be the really good one? How can the next racist after Measurehead be this guy if you think it was the lorry driver?
I don't know.
He literally said, do you remember how when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist would be the really good one?
Mm-hmm.
This is the next one after Measurehead.
Yeah, I know.
So what's going on? Here.
Hmm?
Get up. I don't know why
I'm cold, and because of that, I'm bundled up, and now I'm getting sleepy.
Okay, yes, our lucky racist. Will you grant us 3 wishes, Gary? Gary, are you a racist? I don't know. I like the previous racist better. He has nothing compared to Measurehead. Yes, our lucky racist.
Hey, man. All I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
You see, he's just talking about facts. What's your problem? You have a problem against facts? Are facts racist?
No.
So that's what. Do you have a problem with Sealites?
Oh, you totally said that wrong.
Yes, what are they doing in that sale over there? Scheming? Look at that! It's happening! Do you have a problem with Sealites?
No. No problem at all.
Here,
Not many Sealites here.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said,
Yeah.
well, this is that racist?
Were you guaranteed 3 wishes, Gary?
Hey, man. All I meant was there are not many Sealites around here.
The lieutenant
I'm
is a
just
native
stating
of
a fact.
Robichaux.
Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay?
You see?
Yes.
Okay, let's take this off.
Stop!
No, your eyes were closed. It's been
I'm
45
cold.
minutes. It's been 45 minutes.
You won't turn on the heater.
Okay, turn on the heater.
So, you told me to wrap up in this blanket. It's not my fault
If-
I get cold.
And you get cold.
No. And I fall
Okay.
asleep because
Here we
I'm
go.
warm.
Is this your mug? Hold up the yellow man mug.
My mug? Why would you think that?
You said yellow man. That's not something many people go around saying. It seemed as if you were calling to it longingly then when you cried yellow man. I can see you recognize it. It's in your eyes.
Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offense meant to anyone.
Do you see what kind of racist he is now? He's the kind that's what? He tries to deny it. He said, no, I'm not being racist. I'm just, I wasn't being serious. It's just a joke. Okay, now we can take it off. It's been 45 minutes. Let people know about your issues. Why can't we beat this game?
I've already explained it. It's because I'm always falling asleep.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe because we play it in the dark when it's
We
cold.
play it during the day.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
I don't recall. And what happened? Did I stay awake that time?
No. You immediately say you start getting sleepy, and I said, but we're playing during the day.
Yeah. What time during the day? Was it like 5 o'clock when it was getting dark, or was it like 2 in the afternoon?
It was daylight. Broad daylight.
No.
I could bring up the clip. I'll bring it up right now. This is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for the really good racist.
Well, I'm listening.
Remember, there's the ugly face racist, then there's the measurehead racist, and this is a really good one. Still seem suspicious. Did you mention the mug was found at the scene of a lynching? Alright, I believe you. You look like the kind of man who knows it's a crime to lie to an officer.
Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry. officer. You're not going to find me, are you?
$250 real, the maximum.
Oh, God. 250? How am I gonna pay that? Okay, I'll work harder. I'll pay it off. I promise.
The viewer's gone. You were sleeping.
And I'll never do it again. I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately.
Look.
Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition.
Damn Koikos?
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
How'd you get into this crash container? Gary, did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the whirling and raked into the trash container?
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that. I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know?
Is he a creeper? Yes, what happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
How'd you get into the trash container?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services, CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
Wait, what? He has a key for everyone's trash.
So he could have easily put in the...
What?
God
Wait,
damn it.
what are you saying?
I fell asleep again.
We'll let them know.
I just said.
Why would you need to get into everyone's trash?
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Chimeans run it like a mob.
Himians? What's he saying?
I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
What's that strange sound? Is it the dice?
What sound?
The clinking I just heard when you moved.
Really?
He said really! What's your history with really?
Annoying.
Why? Because he's just like, really? Really, Jen?
Disbelief.
There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
Every day, the wind shifts the reeds and whatever was left in them. Tambourines and condom wrappers, plastic and glass bottles, the smell of decay. The sound you heard was not the sound of something easily abandoned.
Okay. You wouldn't know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you? Oh, what if I could get the armor?
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
How did you get into this crash?
What sound?
Don't mess with me, you know what I'm talking about.
I haven't the slightest. There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
Every day, The sound you heard was not the sound of something easily.
I hope I can help your investigation, in my small way.
Clinking sound, look, composure, legendary. We could break him. He's one of the breakables. Do you know anything about the hangman behind the whirling rags?
I told you everything I know, sir. I'm truly sorry for the mug, but I have nothing to do with that.
Are you cryptologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
After all this time with Morel, he must have an opinion on cryptids. This could lead to a good one.
I'm into cryptids. Do you have a favorite?
Oh, yes. The burning rhino. Morel doubts he's real, but I don't much care, because I won't be the one looking for him out in Safra Serai.
What's a burning rhino?
A rhinoceros that looks ordinary during the day, but burns brightly by night. Well, at least the males do.
How do they burn?
They have special ducts just above their shoulder blades that secrete a combustible fluid. When the rhino is just beginning to light itself, it looks as though it has wings of fire.
How do they burn?
They have special ducts just above their shoulder blades that
why only
secrete
the males?
The flames are not just for decoration. They are an integral part of the beast's mating behavior. During the burning rhino's mating season, herds of male rhinos, all aflame, encircle herds of female rhinos, forming a fiery ring as they begin to copulate loudly.
Did you hear that? Copulate loudly.
Local peasants call it the passion ring. They fear the rhinos, as perhaps they should. Anyway.
The lieutenant sighs without looking up from his notes. It's clear the burning rhino is dear to him on many levels, some even spiritual.
Composure. You're surprised.
Not many seal like...
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be... Well, this is that racist.
Are you Gary? Are you a racist?
Hey, man. All I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
Yeah, what are they doing that's the off there? Scheming?
The lieutenant looks up at you, almost sadly.
Oh, no. Nothing like that. Definitely not scheming.
Is this your mug?
My mug? Why would you think that?
It seemed as if you were calling to a long way when you cried Yellow Man.
Oh, no, that's not... Why would I be calling to a broken mug?
Still seems suspicious that I mentioned the mug was found at the scene of the lynching.
Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have. You're not going to find me, are you?
I wanted to make...
Whew. Thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another... I don't know what got into me, really.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Just answer armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. All right. Of course, officer.
Wait a minute. He's wearing the armor. Why else would he be shifting like that and that clinkety clink noise? It's the armor. He's wearing it. So I have to beat him in order to get that armor off of him. Do you see? What did you see? What do you think about his racism?
Nothing.
My mug?
I can see you
Why would
recognize
you
it.
think
It's
that?
in your eyes.
I may have had a similar looking mug in the past. That's all. Okay, you're not going to find me. Okay, I deserve that. And I won't do it again. You have my word. I don't know what got into me.
What did you do?
Nothing. Nothing. All right. Of course, officer.
That's all for now. This is the one. He's the guy that we've been looking for. He has that information. Mine. Look, who put the clothes in the trash? Analyze Gary's composure to find out if he's hiding something more. He has the armor. The other one. Inspect the traps. Check the trap in the land's end, far northeast. Check the trap over there. Check the trap. Check the trap. Superstar Cop 13. Boring Cop 6. Sorry Cop 5. Apocalypse Cop 5. Communist 11. Fascist 6. Ultra Liberal 20. Moralist 10. I'm an ultra liberal. Right? These are all the things, and the things that got done. Okay, so let's quick thing. You're gonna have to do the roll. Okay? Okay, do you think you could do this? Can you make the roll that's gonna help us win? Why not? Why are you saying no? You're gonna have to make the roll.
We'll be on our way soon. Thank you again for lending a hand.
Have you noticed anything off about your friend Gary?
No. No, of course not. Why?
Are you sure?
Well, he's been a little unenthusiastic about the trip. More so than usual. That's understandable. He just wants to get home and warm up.
He just wants to get home?
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law. I mean, officers.
Clinking. Okay. So, do you understand what needs to happen? He said after this they're gonna leave. So we gotta break him now, before it's too late. Composure. Okay, well, I got plenty of ability to increase my composure. Okay? So the thing is for a composure, I need to equip clothes that increases my composure. So first, let's see if I have anything on me that's increasing it. Composure, no. Drama. This is -1 to composure. +2 to half-light. No. Drama. +1 Kino Conscious Moralist Pants. Aha! +1 composure. Green snakeskin. This before increases my perception. Composure. Drama. Suggestion. Drama. Toric. Shivers. Logic. Visual Cyber Fur. Let's see. Shoes. Interfacing. Inland Empire glasses. Hat. Shivers. Last one. Suggestion. Instrument. Tools. Can I wear a tool that will increase my composure? No. I won't know this unless I put it on. My composure is currently +1. Composure is still +1. Authority is -2, so I got the Inland Empire. +1 to Inland Empire. +2. Okay. Alright, I'm about to do it. I'm gonna quick save this, okay? I'm gonna take his armor away.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law. I mean, officers.
28%, that's not bad. That's better than a 1 in 4 chance. That means if I click this 4 times, I'll get it. Right?
Izzy, He's looking comfortable enough. Maybe it was just beads. Sounded like beads. But what kind of beads might a man like Gary be hiding beneath his clothes?
Wait, what's he reading? Read that. Read that. Look what he's saying. He has beads. Read what it said on the legendary failure.
Well, what kind of beads, like a man like Gary, be hiding beneath his clothes? Gary, are you cross-dressing by any chance? Are those prayer beads I keep hearing, are those currently sporting some small animals?
What?
Small beads.
No, read it again.
Are you currently sprouting some, anal beads?
You
Anal.
wouldn't be able to hear if you were wearing anal beads. Please excuse my colleague's humor. Working this murder case is taking a toll on us both. You don't quite have to answer that yet.
Of course, of course.
Put one into composure. Okay, let's see what happened. Put one into composure. So, what do you think about the anal bead, mystery?
I wanted to use those on you.
Strain your back. Keep your poker face. Cool for card players, military fetishists, cool people. Composure wants you not to crack, or at least wants you not to crack in front of other people. Enables you to put up a strong front, keeps your emotions hidden from the world, and helps you to read the body language of others who sense the cracks in their own composure. As well, it keeps you looking good while you do it. You'll rock that disco outfit a lot more if you don't slouch. A high level of composure makes you tuck your gut in and maintain a stern expression, even lying in bed late at night when no one else can see you. You have to keep it up. You'll never be able to stop. You'll never be able to stop with low composure, though. You'll always be the first to crack. Every cop's got a point when all that fear and rage comes spilling out. And once you unleash it, don't stay on the force much longer. Perhaps worse still, you won't even make the ranks of fashion police. Oh. Okay. Put 1 point into it. Now let's see if I can do it.
Hear that?
Oh!
Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched.
So there's a lack of magnesium in me?
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
I need to mag it up? Are you gonna mag it up?
Fine.
You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
You see that? Is that true?
No.
Do you need magnesium to stop them?
No. That's too hot now. Why are you burning me?
It says you're saying I need to become a magnesium-based life form?
Yes, if you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system.
Do you got that? So what do I need? You heard what he said, right? What do I need?
That's not what you need. I can't sit in this chair.
I need magnesium!
Where are you gonna find that?
You heard him! Go to the apothecary and get some magnesium. Turn that off. Magnesium-based life form. Temporary research bonus, -1 to shivers. No shakes. Research time, 1 hour, 15 minutes. Magnesium-based life form. Wait, where are you going?
I told you it hurts to sit in that chair. And you didn't believe me.
And then what happens?
That's why I'm over here.
And how are you going to participate in the game?
I don't know, but I'm not comfortable.
You're not comfortable? fuck does this thing do? Magnesium based life form? Magnesium based life form. -1 shivers, no shakes, plus suitable volition, -1 to logic. -1 to logic. Plus 2 volition, -1 logic. Plus 2 to volition. What is my volition currently? What is my logic? No, logic's not that high. Volition, hold yourself together, keep your morale up. I don't need more health, I don't need volition. Quick save. Do a quick save. And we're gonna do a hard save. Come on, Gary.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law. I mean, officers.
42%. That's almost 50.
Okay, he keeps shifting uncomfortably, but you can't make head or tail of this sound. And honestly...
What the fuck? How can I miss a 40% and the other one? Quick save. I keep putting it's like 37% fail, 40% fail, 60% fail.
Well, you know that's how this game works.
No, but how can I keep failing things that should not?
Always a pleasure to see an officer. I mean, officers.
Composure.
Okay, he
Look at that.
keeps shifting uncomfortably, but you can't make
That's
head...
twice 40%. What? Autosave. Statistically speaking, you cannot keep missing 40% because 40 is slightly worse than half.
Yes?
We'll be on our way soon.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law. I mean, officers.
That shirt looks
There.
very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath.
His masculine musculature, composure, something worn underneath it.
Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor. for
I
example.
told you!
One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
I see you're a connoisseur of high-quality combat gear.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
Gary the murderer.
Gary, what's going on?
Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
No. You've got explaining to do.
Boom. Give me that armor now. Why did you really put those clothes in the trash? Why did you lie to me, Gary? Do you know who killed the hangman? Let's start one. Give me the armor now.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat. But so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Nice. Oh, let me see that equipment. Oh, I can't see the equipment right now. Why did you really put those clothes in the trash?
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling.
He looks at his feet.
So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here.
You see a foreigner?
Only the cuirass was left, so I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. CLI officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic apology. His face does not belie emotions.
You see, he's a racist. Why did you lie to me, Gary?
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you. But...
The hell, Gary? You in trouble?
You see, we're gonna put Gary in jail.
Fucking Gary.
Tell him, yell it so people can hear you.
Fucking Gary.
Yes, Gary. Wait. What's the dad from what do you call it? What's the dad's name from Rick and Morty? Well, isn't it Gary?
No, it's Jerry.
Jerry and Gary, they're basically the same name. Jerry, Gary. And you don't want to be a Jerry, do you, Gary?
I'll explain later.
Do you know who killed the hangman?
I always thought it was the Union. Some Union hardasses lynched him because of the strike. But almost everyone in town knows that. I wish I could tell you more.
Damn, I thought he would give me the last piece to take on the Hardy Boys. Are we done here, Gary?
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again.
Who put the clothes in the trash? I got all that experience. Are you Cryptozoologist? Thank you for your cooperation. Oh, now I got it.
We'll be on our way soon. Thank you again for lending a hand.
Did you know Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
Thanks.
Also, he's racist. But he doesn't seem bothered by it, does he? Now to put on the armor. There's the armor. Wait, it looks weird. Empathy. It gives me pain threshold +1. Thicker skin. Volition. Borrowed confidence. Wait, doesn't that increase my health? Doesn't volition increase my health? It does. No, it increases my morale. These virtues and our currents fit snugly and redistributes kinetic energy across its countless white plates. Amazingly, it fits under your coat, and it also makes some pretty steam porcelain sounds when shaken. Wait. Oh, okay, it's hard to see. What if I take off my coat and put on this cool windbreaker? Conceptualization. Put on my other shoes. Perception. Wait, my gloves are the super gloves. Interfacing. Fairweather 500 gauntlet. Oh wait, if I take off the coat, will I look super cyber? Oh shit! Look at me. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Look at his body. How does it look?
Fine, I guess.
No, look at his arms. Look at his hands. You don't see it?
Not very well.
You don't see it from there? Look at me. I'm all armored up. I look like I'm from the future. Look, you see me right there. Look at this.
You have it on the sides too?
Look, do you see? It's on his back, on his arms. Look at my hands.
Okay.
And look at the side. Do you want to see the difference? Look, I'm going to take this off. And look what it looks like with it off. Ready? You see? Look, that's how my arm looks. And look what happens when I put it on. Boom! That's cool armor. I want that kind of armor. And look at his hands. You see his hands are also armored up? Conceptualization. Torque. Just super bonus. -1 to empathy. Do I need empathy for anything? Do I need empathy for anything right now? Don't I have a high empathy because I had to beat, what's his name? Understanding others, work your mirror neurons. Empathy breaks into the soul of others who force you to... Empathy was not me with interrogations. -1 to suggestion. +1 pain threshold. What do I need pain threshold for? Sure about the pain, they'll have to hurt you more. Boost base physical skill +2. Ignore damage so you can push on bloodied and crawling to the bitterest end. Means you can negate damage would otherwise take, even mental heart, pain, heartache, and loneliness. Huh. Volition Marcom with a rate and morale up. But right now, I currently have a conceptualization knowledge. I gain from conceptualization, don't I? Conceptualize the past that heals +1 morale and gives 10% XP. Yeah, I need conceptualization. That's why I said an 8. -1 to suggestion. What's my suggestion at? Endurance. Perception. What? Where the hell is suggestion? Drama, logic, volition, and authority, suggestion. My suggestion is at 0. Bonus from items, -1, -2 bonus from thoughts? Well, I can't get lower than 0. Empathy -1. Let's put this on for now. Okay, I beat him. Alright, so what do you think of that? Of me beating him? There's another thing we gotta do here. Are you ready for that? You remember the party guys who said hardcore? You remember them? Those party guys saying hardcore?
Yeah, by the
But the time right now is 1 hour. Oh, here's the other trap.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Look around.
The reeds rustle confidentially, while the residential building, menacing in the darkness behind you, shield them from the wind. When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now only the wind blows.
Reach for the trap.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
No need to grin. I'm not expecting to find anything. I'm helping some citizen and getting some fresh air.
No, you weren't.
The reeds rust. When this district was the reeds. When this district. A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall, with another 7 shades standing 10 meters from them. A single person stands on the sideline.
okay.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Check the trap Moreau just set up in Crypto's Lodge. Check the trap near the canal you cross, southeast of the village. Southeast of the village.
A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds, another one of Morel's traps, weighed down by stones to keep it in place. The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze. They seem to be waiting for something, some secret concealed in the night's warmth-less robe. The wind picks up here, near the Cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year. This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? I'm quite good. I want to make it clear that I don't actually believe that that exists, okay?
Always up for a good job. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
I just got the thought. Here it comes.
Cop of the apocalypse.
Boom. I just became a cop.
It's not fire. It's not ash. There will most certainly be a sea of corpses leading up to the event. But it won't be war or pestilence that causes it. Oh no. The event will belong to a genre of cataclysm no man has dared to suspect would ever come to pass. You can only sense the shape of it, like a cavity, a pit opening up in your stomach, a throat into which the world will vanish. The streets, the grass, the stars, all will be rolled back. By whom, by what, and how, you don't know. All you know is, you're not joking around.
Okay, I need to mentally remember that if it snows, we have to come back here. But I gotta go set the other trap now. Keep going to here, do the Fisher Road. I believe we're fully done conference, right? 1:15, I still have some time. Hurry up. What?
Don't call. Don't call her.
There's no waking him.
The legend! He's back. And firstly, I got...
Tequila Sunset.
1:15. I don't know if I can fully finish talking to him without running the clock down.
Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
Name of your agency.
My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts, and oil painting. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
Sounds intriguing. What say you, Art Cop?
I'm an art cop, aren't I?
If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't.
Mixing oil paint and breasts to make ads in high art is just cynical winkery. They're so high concept, I have no idea what it means, man. Mixing high and low commodifying culture, that is extremely my shit, right? Never mind. Yeah.
I know! It was fucking awesome! Too bad I went on a jog, unleashing a cascade of doom that washed it all away.
What's up with the tracksuit?
What? You've never seen 100% lycra before? Go on, feel that primo material. Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly.
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it.
Impossible failure interfacing? How? Isn't my interfacing pretty high? Oh, 5. I guess it's not the highest. Describe how dirty this texture is.
Randomized trials have also found lycra, TM, to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers. So you also have that to look forward to.
What? Well, at least my encyclopedia got me my money.
And then there's the smell. But you don't even want to think about that.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them any time.
These are the other drunks.
My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like.
Hey, tequila! You want to buy some speed?
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember?
I thought he was a cool cop.
A gurgling sound comes from the direction of the non-responsive man.
And yeah, you're already acquainted with abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together.
This is about a lost jacket. Isn't it the jacket I found in the water that I had washed?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
Yeah, this jacket that I discovered on Borok and had cleaned up on a whim. Let me see, is the jacket here in my items? No, it's not.
Nah, this isn't it. Found? That's medium concept stuff. Totally not my style.
You're saying there's another lost jacket out there somewhere?
It's a big world out there, Tequila. A lot of lost jackets in it. Don't know why you'd think this could possibly be mine.
Hey, Doom Spiral! Ain't that the jacket you stole the other week?
Not on your fucking life, Rosemary. What's wrong with you people? Like I'd be caught dead wearing fawn, like some low-concept bicycle courier. Tell you what, Tequila, why don't you just hang on to that one? I'll get another jacket, someday.
Secret task complete. Find idiot Doom Spiral jacket. So it is his jacket.
At least you got a nice jacket for your troubles.
I want to hear the story of your name. Have you got any more stories?
What's in a name?
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder/junior partner at a high-concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm. It did. With my trusty Sansariq tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer, but now dreams. One day I left on my...
His eyes are cloud. His eyes are your eyes.
So I removed the keyring and put the keys for the... I was halfway done with my usual... I made my way... Naturally, the situation required me to climb over... Ouch, indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then, so I made my way across the yard. I rang my name. People are not just that, but when I... Anyway...
He pinches his thumb.
So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh? Yeah, maybe I've exaggerated certain parts over the years. When you tell a story too often, it begins to take on a life of its own. But what matters is that it's true to my subjective experience. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you.
Truly, he has the soul of an artist.
Have you got any more stories?
I do, but as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. If you catch my drift.
Don't do it now.
Then I can't keep on telling the stories.
Okay, let's step aside for a second. I have something I want to talk about.
What?
I've been meaning to have a little chat with you about your sense of style.
My style? What about it?
I'm glad you finally started dressing a little more like an officer of the RCM. Keep it up.
Well, yeah, I got my jacket, I got the shoes. I don't got the pants, but I do have the armor on.
Your half-brother is proud to stand beside you.
Regular copper, you like this? I feel like it's really kind of style. Say, why aren't you wearing a pig suit? Yeah, why aren't you wearing that?
Officers above the rank of sergeant are granted wide discretion when it comes to their uniforms. The idea is that civilians are more likely to open up to someone who's not dressed like a typical cop. You know the expression, the clothes make the man? The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world.
You can wash up tip-top racer. Okay, you're a sharp-dressed man. We could be style buddies.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, detective.
Wait, he calls me detective when he's upset, and he calls me lieutenant when he's happy. Was that what it was?
A warm smile.
Anyway, we should probably get back to the case. Let's go.
Okay, let's go get that final trap. Oh, I gotta go around. And this old lady, she doesn't do anything, I believe.
The old woman still sits. The buzz of electric lights blends together. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
Okay, you're still up?
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older. My suggestion is, don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough. What's troubling your mind? A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaritan children's song.
Let's see, what's it called?
Surrender to the night.
That's kind of grim for a children's song, even if it is a lullaby.
Yes, it does. A lullaby my mother used to sing. Yes, it does.
Alright, what I got? Keep inspecting the traps. Ha. Final trap.
This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist. The reeds bend forlornly toward the water. Some tufts have been crushed. The broken stalks sickly pale against the darkness. In the east, the city center hums to you. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast, nearer somehow. And there's that cold again. Always the cold. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
I must stress.
Of course. Noted.
Now we gotta go this way. Whirling rags. When it snows, go over there. When it snows, go over there. Oh crap, she's not here. Nobody's here now. Wait, did I complete that task? Wait, I need to come back at night to talk to her. Right? I think I remember that was the thing.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Okay, I need to come back and talk to her when Kim's not around. So I gotta drop Kim off in the next 20 seconds. I mean, 20 minutes. There's that trap. Wait, what?
This is the last of the traps. The one Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. The reeds by the abandoned campsite hiss and shake in the lazily falling rain. It's good the cryptozoologists left. This isn't a very cozy place to stay night after night. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. You feel strange, somehow. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different here.
Wait, is it inside?
No locusts.
Something made it.
No phasmid either, but still.
It's empty. Morel didn't leave it empty. Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there, I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked the trap up and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
Okay,
Right. Anyway, that's for the cryptozoologists to figure out now. We are not cryptozoologists. We are cops.
The reeds by the abandoned campsite. It's good the later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. You've checked all the traps now. There's nothing else to do with them. The cryptozoologists await your report.
Okay. I have 15 minutes to talk to her if I'm able to. Where's Kim's room?
Yes?
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
What's wrong with personal affairs?
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
Should have concentrated.
Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles. Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
Call the station's Lazarin. Wait, how do I get Kim to go to his room?
Yes? Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide. I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically. They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Yes, but containers contain things, shiny things. They're interesting.
That's racist. I don't prioritize containers.
I'm sure you don't. It's just a stupid interdepartmental thing. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Why is the room closed? Wait, how do I get rid of him? How do I tell him to go to sleep?
Yes?
Wait, how do I tell Kim to go to sleep? I still need things to do. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so I guess I need to go to my boat then if he's not gonna leave. Hmm. Where are the old pants I had? It's these. Here's my savoir-faire. Hmm. Wait, how long will that thought take? All red checks fail. Research time 4 hours. 4 hours. What can I do for 4 hours where there won't be a red checks? Hmm.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
I'll be sleeping in my room in the whirling. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Oh, I could totally enter it. Okay. Oh, this room's not bad.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
Hmm? And you hang out where I could soundly sit, drink, and die while I forward base for the coastal part of the operation.
Overhead, you hear the forlorn shriek of seagulls. Far below the birds, a wooden boardwalk filled with abandoned stands, tables and benches. Echoes from a long-lost time. A middle-aged man stands in a rundown shack on the edge of a fishing village, listening to the heater hum on the wall.
I want to choose again.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
What? Why would I look under the floorboards, and how do I do that?
An old mirror hangs on the wall.
Oh,
You see the
shit.
reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
The mirror be for now.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Shaving the right call.
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew.
Oh shit. I can look different if I do that. Carge of jacket. Logic. Huh. Look under the floorboards, but how do I look under them? Mirror, and there's the bed. Okay, now that I've done this, let's go see what happens if I talk to her.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's in your mind, officer?
You think
Oh my god, I hit 3%!
that after a man died at sea?
Holy shit, I hit a 3%! I just hit 3%, I just clicked on it. I asked her on a date, and it worked. I hit 3%! After all the losing 40% and everything, and I just went, I'm like, oh, I might as well try it. You think she really needs more of that after her man died at sea, but what do I do then?
What if I told you it is actually possible to go on a date sober?
I'm listening. Get out of here with your crazy friends theories. What you're suggesting is highly experimental.
Before recorded history, men and women were able to do simple, very primitive things together sober. Acknowledge the situation and keep it basic.
I'm drunk. I don't know if you noticed, so I usually ask people to drink with me.
I have, and I don't really.
See, this time though, imitate drumroll. I thought I'd ask you for a walk. Lillian, walk with me. Imitate drumroll. I will. I thought I'd ask you. I thought I'd ask you for a walk. No, let's just say walk with me.
Just a walk? I don't know, officer. I would not have taken you for an innocent perambulator.
I am, that's why you should agree. Is that a yes, ma'am? Is the walk happening? Please come to a sober walk with me.
Where would this walk take us, officer?
Good, nice view on the beach I found. Point toward Land's End.
All right. I will walk with you. But you need to understand that nothing is going to happen. We're just walking.
Just a good old-fashioned walk, I like it.
Me too. It's been ages since I just had a normal conversation with one of you guys.
She means men.
It's happening. Remember you said you didn't want me to try to date her, but now it's happening. And I hit 3% and it just locked it. It hit 3% and it just happened. Well, don't you want to see? I convinced her to just go on a walk with me. Everything will happen on this walk. Hey, your hands are soft. Is this the power of the lotion? Yeah, all your hands are soft. Let's keep it up. Let's put you more lotion. Here. Put a little more. You're gonna see what the power of it is. There you go. Keep lotion you up. But yeah, look. She says this is the first time she's been able to talk to a guy without them trying to get her. You see here what she's saying? I hit the famous 3%. Isn't that big? Let's take a look. Let's see what happens.
Stroll on the beach sounds nice. All right, I guess I'll be seeing you at Land's End in the evening, when it gets dark, all right?
She doesn't wait for an answer. You better get ready.
New task, meet Leanne at Land's End. Oh, fuck. I hit that with 3 minutes left in a day. I don't know if this is gonna kill me if I'm gonna keep going. Where's Land's End? Northern, quickly, she's not going to wait for you forever. It says I gotta go quickly. I have 3 minutes left in the day. You know, this world is getting all weird. Also, the game gave me the option to shave my face and to look in the mirror. I think I'm gonna change my face and no longer drink anything. Do you want me to do that? Holy crap, she's there. It's happening. Look, it's about to happen.
The woman gazes steadily at the waves. A sudden gust picks up her dark hair and lets it fall again, tousled, wild. She brushes a few stray locks from her eyes, and only then spots you approaching.
Aye, so here you are. It's late and the sun is going down. It'll be dark soon. If we stay here long enough, we will be joined by a cortege of drunks and teenagers. Know that you're not the first guy to bring a girl to Land's End. This is what the locals call a make-out spot. That is not going to happen here today. I just want to make that clear, Dimples.
She calls me Dimples. What do you think of that?
Across the rusty water, that's La Delta, the financial district. In the mist-covered distance, towers rise as a rebuke to the poverty of this coast.
I'm surprised I made it.
Drinking men aren't known for keeping their appointments.
It's a rock star thing, tardiness.
Aye, you're the starest of them all.
Her laughter is throaty and warm. It rhymes with the waves and the cries of the gulls. As she turns to face the sun, reflected in the waves and the skyscrapers rising across the bay, you cannot help following her steady gaze. You should say something, anything, maybe the tequila sunset thing.
Keep quiet about your sordid past. You know, a passing connection will still call himself Tequila Sunset. I wonder why that is.
It's a common Revacholian expression. Means drinking yourself to death.
Oh.
Oh, indeed.
Found a corpse recently. He'd had a Tequila Sunset moment.
And what about you? Keeping the name?
I think I'm good with Harry Dubois these days. Harry's my name. I don't need any others. I've heard just going by my initials more conspiratorial that way. Call me HDB. It's a new model me. I won't need any name. I'm kidding. Harry Dubois.
Well then, Officer Dubois.
The remains of the dying sun are reflected in the waves and the skyscrapers rising across the bay. Your mind clears for a moment as your senses take it all in. Not just the glass skyscrapers, fragile looking in the shimmering air. River Esperance flowing into the bay.
Isn't it strange for this all-powerful thing, the sun, to be so generous towards us? You know, the best time to go out fishing is usually towards sunset, when the water is warmer.
The sun also falls on the Capeside tenements and war-torn ruins. An old sea fortress juts out, seemingly impervious to the sheen cast over everything else, shaking you out of your reverie. The sun does little for the dead, and those hopelessly lost in their own minds, or people living in desert climates with sparse vegetation and little drinking water.
Is that why you named your boat the Sun?
Oh, that was a bit of pride and a bit of superstition.
And a bit of conceptual unity too, it being yellow and all. There's salt in the air, and the cries of the gulls and the skuas, grit of the sand and the green glint of broken bottles. But still your gaze always returns to the dazzling streaks of light, wherever they may be reflected, their fading opulence.
It's bringing us spring, summer. It's entirely on our side, no matter what we do or who we are, for absolutely no reason. It's unlike no other powerful being, certainly no powerful organization or government. How can that be?
There's an explanation to this, and it's political. You see, begin a long, impassioned political tirade. Well, something's got to be on our side, because it's not human. Humans betray you. The sun isn't going to say, well, something's got to be on our side.
I guess we wouldn't really be here if that thing wasn't on our team.
Wait, what? I can hit this with 83%. +2, your lost love. +1, artful background. There's an interesting lilt in your voice.
Thank you. I'm half Ubi. My mother was from Ubi Sunt. Not a lot of sun there, I hear, though I've never been.
The wind ruffles her hair, silver streaked in the moonlight.
Don't you want to go visit La Delta?
It's enough that my fish goes there. 50 real a piece they ask for spring cod.
Out on the terrace of La Feu de Fond, a hip business lunch spot in downtown La Delta, glasses clink over a spread of oysters. Someone can't decide what to eat. Someone recommends a ceviche. Someone shields her eyes, trying to see across the bay.
You have fish hooks in your ears.
These aren't real fish hooks, silly. They're earrings shaped to look like fish hooks. A drunk called Rosemary brought them to me. I kept them.
She's right. They're made mostly of plastic. A cheap novelty gift you can buy from a flower shop or a kiosk. The wind ruffles her hair, silver streaked in the moonlight.
92% conceptualization. And I hit this thing with 3%. I don't think I should say who do you think killed the hangman. I think that'd be a mood killer. I'm just gonna go for it. Say something about the sun. 92%.
Here we go. 2 different approaches to cap this off with style.
Stare into the sun. Yeah, a massive thermonuclear reaction. 5 billion years old. The sun is a god. The only fault with the sun is it shines on us as well as our enemies. Let's try number 2.
That it does. But then, we are also enemies to our enemies, hey? And so she shines on us. The cops and the commies, the killers and the saints. You know, the wind's gonna pick up soon, and I have to go, but... Have this. The sun's good, but it doesn't stick things. I've no use for it anymore.
What? Are you sure you don't need a sword? Look at it.
No. Men around here are too drunk to pose a threat to me.
Think we can do this again sometime?
Doubt it. But thank you for the company.
Thank you for coming on this walk with me.
Farewell.
Wow, did you see that? Or you're still asleep? I completed it with a 3% roll. And I answered all... I got a bunch of bonuses to make this heroic super thing activate. So first, well, I gotta look at that sword. Holy crap. The blade of the mass-produced saber has dull ears and won't slice or stab anyone. It still commands respect in your hand, however, holding it on its bakelite. Hilt fills you with a sense of purpose and a memory of the date. Equip this to impress yourself. Okay, hold on. Let's see what bonuses it gives. Wait, did it give any bonus? I can't... wait. Equip this to impress yourself. No, this gives a bonus because you could see it. Inland Empire +2, and then I believe, what is it, Authority -2, or what else was it? Yeah. I remember it has some kind of downside as well. Ledger of failure and hatred. Just walk around with the sword. But it does increase my inland empire when I need it. To make my inland empire 8. Instead of without it. Ooh, I need to equip it. Without it, it's just 7, so it does +1, but it thought I changed something else. You know, let's get my trash back and my light back on. Huh. Standard. Okay, well I hit 2. I think now I just go to sleep, wake up and shave. Now's a red check as well. Good thing I didn't activate that thought. She's still here? She gone? Oh no, she's still there.
I see you haven't left our little Martinez yet. Still running around. Like some kind of cross-country law official.
This place kind of growing on me.
Aye. But don't let it grow too much. This is not the place to settle down. Now, what's on your mind, Officer Harry?
Yeah, I don't think I can activate any more speech things. So let's save right here. Because I saved that. That's where I hit the check. Yeah, let's save here.
It's getting cold, this late in the night.
I wonder what happens if I try to shave. They said check the floorboards, but there's no option to check them.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash bin. Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves. Thank God, I would have cut your throat.
Time to shave, get these mutton chops off. Let's see what it looks like. Hand-eye coordination. Where is it? 4? I thought it was a lot higher. Let's see. So I must have something else to increase hand-eye coordination. This. Okay, now let's try to shave again.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line.
I'm gonna get rid of it.
The sharp blade chases at your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly.
Oh no, that looks terrible. Oh, feel the clean shaven cheeks.
They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath.
I'm shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe. You almost look like a professional.
Holy crap, so what happens if I look in the mirror now?
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
Know the origin, no more steam. Recited the poem to Tommy +4. And shaved. I will need a high electrochemistry. Well, let's see if it hits it.
It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
Wait, why do I look sad now? Oh my god, is that my new profile for the whole game? I just look sad? What? Is that for real?
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
I'm gonna have to reload that. I think that's terrible. Go to sleep. Is my face gonna be sad now?
Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street.
Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash, the bang, the endless learning experience. On and on it goes, for untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising, rising, above the dark curvature, the great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time, the last time, the smoke in her mouth, the plotted flowers, the faces turning, changing.
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The snow.
All stuck on loop. Whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? the endless names of the world. An address book you are, the map of a city.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the working class.
Hmm?
For the money, baby. For the greater good. For Revacol. Always and only Revacol.
Solving your little crossword puzzles, doing your tasks, crossing names off lists, trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
Building communism fall. This time we won't fail. I'm just looking out for my economic self-interest. Pursue thought. We're making progress. Measured, steady progress. Pursue thought. I can't give up. I have to keep going for Revolution. Pursue thought. Forget politics. I'll never sleep if I keep on like this. Which one was the neoliberal one? I'm building communism. Just looking out for myself. Alchemist. That's capitalism. We're making progress. I think this is neoliberalism. I can't give up, and this is, I think, the communism, capitalist, neoliberal. Is this the fascist one?
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
'Cause only love can break your heart. Beep, beep, beep! The alarm is ringing, Harry! The disco circus goes on and on! You barely slept 3 hours last night!
Do it for the wind. Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
Oh no, I'm still sad.
Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now. It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next? Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
I thought things were going pretty well.
Oh, sure. You've been making progress on your case, interviewing people, solving side tasks. But who's focusing on the big questions? But have you ever seen them? How do you know they're even there? More importantly, how do you know they aren't waiting for your participation?
What am I supposed to do?
You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
For the stability, what exactly is la responsabilité?
The most awesome, terrible thing. It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many different organizations, agencies, offices, and portfolios. Harry, you're thinking about this too narrowly. La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues. The human welfare index, the price of staple goods, the transition to real democracy.
Alright, give it to me.
Whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority, like a committee.
Who should sit on this committee?
Only the most even-keeled minds in Martinez. Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start. Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise to assign it among yourselves. Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superiors. Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee. Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels. Good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated.
Take on the responsibility. Communist, fascist, ultra-liberal, moralist. Wait, then where's the capitalist? Or was it a moralist? Fascist? Huh.
Yes?
A chafe.
Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps,
Ask him, you can tell me.
I'm not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops might have been a better idea. They sort of seem to cover up some of the... Either way, good on you. You were saying?
We need to talk about responsibility.
I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very subject.
Good, we're on the same page then?
If you ask me, it's high time for you to set aside these frivolous side tasks and focus 100% of your energies on the case before us.
No, I meant like la responsabilité, you know, the kind that gets assigned.
Why are you pronouncing it like that gentleman from the Institute of Stabilité?
Why are you saying it like that? La stability.
You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for?
For this whole situation.
Now I understand. Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility.
Yes! How did you know?
Simple. Because moral intern types love to form committees. In any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under the moral intern's umbrella, but I'm certainly not qualified to serve on any committee. You know who might be, though? That Mr. Villedroit, the gentleman you met in the young man's apartment. If I were trying to get in touch with the coalition, I would start by seeking him out. But first you might need to speak with his young companion. Now, was there anything else?
Okay, so that's what happens there. Oh, I take on our responsibility! Did I do the thing I thought I did? No. Yeah, we need to load here and not shave my face. Yeah, I'm still smiling and doing that, so we'll call it here. Alright, Jen, we finished the stream. You did a good job. You stayed awake for it all. You know everything that happened.
You know I didn't.
So what happened? You got sleepy after 45 minutes?
Yeah.
And what else do you remember happening?
You got the suit of armor from Gary the fascist.
Yeah, and what else?
And then you invited the woman, the widow, out on a date.
And what happened?
I don't know. Did she offer you a place to stay for the night?
I don't have to know. What else did we do from the very beginning?
I don't know.
Did you forget about the cryptozoologist?
Yeah, you were talking to...
I talked to him for a while, then I talked to Gary.
Right.
And then something happened with the widow.
Right.
And that's all you remember.
Yeah.
And how long do you think the stream was?
It's been about 2 hours or more.
Yeah, I think it was 3 hours.
You went on for 3 hours?
Yeah, I talked to around with the cryptozoologist and then talked to Gary and date. And then something else happened that you don't know what happened. So I reloaded it because you're not going to know what happened. But I also don't know if, well, I do know I don't want to go with what happened because I was like, oh my god, I didn't want this. So you're going to see next time what that was in the recording, okay? And the other time, I'm not going to do the thing. That changed everything.
Okay.
Which then I think you would not like it because you would have to look at it for a long time.
Okay.
Alright, so let everyone know that the stream is over.
Okay, thanks for watching.
And next time you'll be awake?
No promises.
No promises?
Nope.
And now we gotta clean the house.
I'm like Pavlov's dog with this game, man. Once it starts playing, I get sleepy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Even if you have sleeping problems?
Right.
It's probably do when you fall asleep right away?
Yep.
Okay, so now we gotta clean the house for the party tomorrow.
I knew this was gonna happen.
You knew it?
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.